Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's quite been a long time. Now, I want to show you something just like a reminder of what we've been doing at Just Candlesticks. Our focus is trading with a unique strategy or a unique way that is applicable in every financial institution. Many of you are aware very well of some of the things that we've been saying and how we've been trading. Now, the same method is applicable in every instrument. You can use just candlesticks method to trade forex. You can use it to trade synthetic indices. You can use it to trade crypto. You can use it to trade futures and all of that. So here I try to use it in taking a trade with Bitcoin. And you know very well that the rules in our analysis, they are very, very simple. We also respect the fundamental ways that people consider in trading. We respect the support and resistance. We respect top-down analysis, which we do, and I'm going to show you that now. So all of these things are respected, but the key for us in our trading is candlesticks. Candlesticks is the key for us. So in this trade that I took, this is Bitcoin. I noticed a lot of people were predicting Bitcoin. That was actually entered this trade on Saturday, and they are seeing it before me, and I'm going to explain it to you. Many were predicting Bitcoin is going to buy, Bitcoin is going to begin to buy because of how deep Bitcoin has gone into. But I looked at it. I don't argue, I don't argue because so many have their own ways of predictions and all of that. But when I look at it with the eye of candlesticks, the first thing I did was to get into my weekly candlesticks, and I'm going to show that to you. So let's go to weekly. So on my weekly, don't mind the clumsiness that you are seeing here. On my weekly, what I saw was that I noticed that the candlestick was making, let me show you something here. So the candlesticks, I saw the market on a weekly that Bitcoin got to this level. Okay, Bitcoin got to this level, and since Bitcoin got to this level, I also know very well that if the market is going to change direction, there are certain things we also look for in candlesticks. So when Bitcoin got to this level, which is less than 50 something, very close to 40, almost about 49.50 and all of that. So I knew that the way the Bitcoin is going, the journey is still far. So I look at the present position of Bitcoin. Okay, present position. Now, the place I said Bitcoin got into is this my green line that I drew here, this area. Okay, this area. Okay, so and Bitcoin, people were predicting Bitcoin to go up from here, and I said no, it's not going to be possible. So after this buyer's candle, okay, after this buyer's candle, I knew very well that it wasn't time for Bitcoin to start buying. Then this candle happened, which is a sell, a bearish candle. So I knew the next candle is going to come down. So first and foremost, I want to see what happened at this level, before this level. I love traders that are doing proper top-down analysis. We have traders who do top-down analysis on, 4 hours, daily 4 hours, and 1 hour, then get into the trade 15 or 5 minutes. That's okay. But knowing the overall direction of the market is very, very key. And in knowing that, you must consider monthly and weekly. In fact, weekly, very, very important. So what I do with just candlesticks is that I actually trade weekly candlesticks. Okay, weekly candlesticks, meaning that when I get into a trade, I'm looking at the candlesticks that formed last week. Then I will use the candlestick to trade for the next week. So it's not getting in and getting out, getting in and getting out. No, I look at the previous week candle, then I use it to get into this week candle. So I look at this week candle to get into the next week candle. That doesn't mean it's every week we trade, because there are some candles that form and you are not going to be very sure of the direction that is given to you. So you might need to wait for what is called confirmation candles. Okay. But the goal is candlestick. So let's look at what happened here. So having done that, now look at it. So when I saw this candle, this previous candle, after this green candle, I knew that the next candle is going to be coming here. And when the candle comes here, I will be targeting this area on a weekly candle, even though there are some levels before that. So we are going to see. So let's go now from weekly into daily candles and see. Having known that the direction weekly is selling, and I already know the levels I'm considering. So I now go to daily candlesticks. So let's go to daily candlesticks. So now from daily candlesticks, this is where we were. From daily candlesticks, I already marked this level. I saw it. So when the market was going up, this is where people felt the market was going to buy after these two candles. So they felt they want to start buying. But weekly is suggesting something completely different. So, and I knew there is a level here. Okay, so having done all of that, I looked at the way the candlestick is going to form. So when the weekly candlestick finished, which I'm going to show you, let me show you again how it finished, the weekly candlestick, how it finished. I don't want to take out this reach to reward, because that's what I want to use to introduce to you. So when this one finished, this one closed. I knew the next one is going to be like this. So let's go there now and see it. So back to our daily candle. So where did it close? Let me put a mark on where it closed. Let me take this red candle. So it closed here. So this red mark is where the previous week candle closed. That is going to, and you are going to see how the candle formed towards that previous week candle, so that you can see what I'm looking into. So let's go to daily. Now, you see now, this is the red line that I drew. This is where the weekly candle closed, even though they were seeing buyers here. So people were already thinking, oh, maybe for them, this has made a double bottom, okay? And so feeling that the market is going to go up. That was the prediction for so many people. And I knew that it's not going to be the right prediction. So I was telling the people around me that, no, no, watch it. The weekly is going to be. So after that, the next thing I saw was this candle, this spinning top, and already knew that there's a level here. So this spinning top was forming, and as the spinning top was forming, I I knew that the level around here is going to hold it. So I went into a lower time frame. Okay, I checked all my, all my signals and everything, you see. So when the market was forming, I have a very wonderful entry strategy. So when I looked at it, the market was actually entered in 5 minutes. So I look at the way the market was going. Okay, I look at the way the market was going and going up and going up. I already predicted selling direction. I already knew. So I've seen how the market closed weekly. So I'm going to trade for weekly. So what I did was that I looked into my entry strategy. Okay, looked into my entry strategy and found an entry here. Now, how did I get the entry? I went into a lower time frame, actually 5 minutes. That was where I got my entry from. So let me take you there. So, so this was it. This was it. The entry was here. The stop loss was just above, just here. You see, there was a jump here, but in other areas, the jump, I didn't see the jump. So it sustained it. It sustained it. So the market began to go this way. Okay. So if you see what happened, it dragged a little bit, but I wasn't worried. I wasn't bothered. It dragged a little bit. You see, it dragged a little bit. This was what happened. When I entered the market, this is it. I entered the market here. It was actually, it was on a Saturday. Okay, it was a Saturday. Remember, Bitcoin is moving 24 hours. So it was on Saturday. So allow the market to just stay. So I just left it like that. So Saturday, it was dragging. Then Sunday, I just woke up and I saw a pull down this way. And this pull down this way, you know what happened? This is what happened. It gave us a risk to reward to this point, a risk to reward 1 to 40. A risk to reward 1 to 40. So I enter it here on a Saturday. On a Sunday, it dragged. And on a Monday, it just went straight like this and it collapsed. It collapsed. It gave 1 to 40 straight. That's what happened. That's 40. This is my 40 here. Risk to reward 1 to 40. That's what he gave to me, 1 to 40. So I woke up, I saw it, but I already predicted. So when I saw it, I announced, oh, what? This is amazing. So in the morning, I noticed that the market was pulling back. This is where another issue is. The market now pulled back to this point. And there is a level here. I already saw it. So it pulled back to that area. Then I said, okay, at this point again, let's look into using our entry strategy to see if we can have another entry. So that is why you are seeing this one. That's why you are seeing this one. So another entry here. So I entered the market there and the market continued to collapse. So right now, having 2 trades running. The first one already made risk to reward and it pulls back, and I got into another one, the second one. So let me show you what happened. Let me put it on 4 hours. So on a 4 hours candle, you can see, for you to now see it. So the first one came this way. Okay, it got here, made 40, it pulls back. So I got another entry here. Then both of them now came here and made 60. Okay, so the first trade made risk to reward eventually for 3 days, 1 into 60. The second one, which is this one, it got here 2 and made 1 to, you can see this is 25, this is 30. So made 1 to 30. So, and now it's pulling back again, okay? It's pulling back again and nearly got into the entry, but the market, we're already out of this market. The moment the second trade got into this area, we just felt, oh, we've made enough. One gave us risk to reward 1 to 60. The other one gave us risk to reward 1 to 30. And that is just on a Bitcoin. We have it done in other pairs too. I'm going to show you another pair that I did analysis. So just to let you know that this thing works for any financial market. So we are out of this already. One made risk to reward 1 to 60. The other one risk to reward 1 to 30. So we are out of this. Then one of the things we now traded was another pair. Let me show you another pair. We traded volatility 75. So let me take you there. So here too, it was the same thing. Look at it. We did the analysis. And what was the analysis? We knew the market went up this way. It went up this way. The market touched here. This is the area. So it touched here, and I knew that for the market to continue buying, it must give me some signs in weekly and daily. So I looked at it. So I got here at this candle. So I marked this level. So I had this green candle. I saw some people too were posting that the market is going to buy from here. I saw it on a daily. But I say, according to candlestick, it's not going to buy. It's not going to buy. But there is no argument because in trading, you make profit and you make losses. Okay. And sometimes when the market is losing, you accept it as part of trading. You might not know why, but candlestick actually helps you to correct some mistakes that, oh, how did I lose this trade? Even though losses are part of trading. But sometimes you can look at it and say, why did I lose? You won't just accept it as a loss. You look at it and say, is there anything to learn? So here, I knew that the market wasn't going to buy. I knew that the next thing that is going to happen is that the market will return back, at least touch this level before it begins to buy. That was my mind. So I already have a direction after this candle, this green candle, okay, that closed at this point. I already marked this level. I already knew that the market is going to turn back again, at least touch this area before the market begins to buy. So I was ready and positioned for a sell. So let's now go into daily. So in my daily analysis, I now looked at it as, okay, this is it. This is it. Now you can see the level that I marked. This was the level that I marked. So the market closed around here. So with this, I got this candle. One day, the market collapsed, reached to reward. He made to 15. Then the next day, he pulls to 20 something. Then the third day, he now pulled to 30, almost 30. Now he's pulling back because I already know that this is where the market is going to change. So what gives us this edge is the understanding of candlesticks. And this is synthetic indices. The previous one, I did analysis on, what is it called? I did analysis on Bitcoin. We can do analysis too on gold. We do analysis on gold. We do analysis on forex. It's exactly the same thing, just candlesticks. So candlesticks gives you a lot information. It gives you the direction very quick. You don't need to look into. In fact, when you are doing your analysis, you can easily look at candlesticks and predict the direction of the market, which is very, very key. The moment you know the direction and you know to what extent is this direction going to be. If you do a daily candlesticks, you can know a daily direction. If you do a weekly candlestick, you can know a weekly direction. If you do a monthly candlesticks, you can know a monthly direction. That is the edge. That is the advantage that candlestick gives to us. So I just want to encourage you in everything that you learn candlesticks. And when I say candlesticks, I'm not talking about the generic candlesticks that is being taught where you say candlestick pattern. No, I'm not talking about candlestick pattern. No, candlestick pattern, do they work? Absolutely they do. They do work, but I'm talking about understanding one candle after the other, one candle at a time. The next candle, that's what I'm talking about, which is very unique in the industry. Very, very unique. How you can use it to predict the next candle, use it to predict the next candle. I want to quickly remind you as I end this video, my background is binary option. And in binary option, what works for me that I learned many years ago is how to predict the next candle to take trade. So I brought in that same concept into Forex. So if you understand my background, you will know where I'm coming from and you will know why somehow I am able to conveniently and comfortably and confidently at the same time talk to you about candlesticks. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you once again just candlesticks way of trading. It will help you in your trading. It will improve your trading. It will give you much more understanding of your trading and take your trading to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. God bless you. I am HB, what you call HBFX, just candlestick. Thank you and God bless you.